Cryptkeeper's curse. In the heart of a dense, foreboding forest, where shadows danced with eerie glee and whispers lingered on the wind, there lay a forgotten town known as Ravensbrook. The Cryptkeeper, a figure cloaked in dread and mystery, was said to have been a man of nefarious pursuits, delving into the black arts and collecting forbidden knowledge. His insatiable thirst for power and immortality led him down a path of darkness that ultimately sealed his fate. As the story went, a vengeful spirit, wronged by the Cryptkeeper's wicked deeds, placed a curse upon him, binding him to his own mausoleum for eternity. Generations came and went. It was said that anyone foolish enough to disturb his restless slumber would face horrors beyond imagination. Then came a moonlit night when the winds whispered secrets and the trees seemed to sigh with a chilling lament. Eliza, a curious young woman with a heart that beat to the rhythm of adventure, heard the call of destiny. Armed with a lantern to pierce the shroud of darkness and a spirit unyielding, she set forth to uncover the truth that had eluded so many before her. The cemetery greeted Eliza with its mournful silence, broken only by the soft crunch of her boots on the fallen leaves. The tombstones, weathered and ancient, stood as silent sentinels, their inscriptions fading with time. As she approached the mausoleum, an unshakable dread settled upon her, but she pressed on. With a trembling hand, she pushed open the creaking door, revealing a darkness that seemed to pulse with a life of its own. The air grew colder, and the oppressive weight of malevolence bore down on her. Her lantern's feeble light cast long, distorted shadows that danced across the ancient stone walls. Undaunted, Eliza ventured forth, her lantern casting its feeble glow into every corner of the mausoleum. She felt the Cryptkeeper's presence, a malevolent force that seemed to coil around her, unseen yet palpable. Her heart pounded in rhythm with each step, a defiant counterpoint to the silence that enveloped her. Then, in a hidden alcove, she stumbled upon it, an ancient tome. Its pages yellowed with age, its leather cover cracked and weathered. Cryptic symbols adorned its surface, whispering promises of untold power. This was the key to the curse, the source of the Cryptkeeper's dominion. With trembling fingers, she opened the book, the pages crackling like dried leaves. The incantations, written in a language long forgotten, seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. They held the promise of salvation, but also the risk of unfathomable consequences. Summoning her courage, Eliza recited the incantation, her voice resonating through the mausoleum. The air crackled with an electric charge, swirling around her like a tempest. She felt the Cryptkeeper's presence diminish, his power waning with each passing moment. Then a blinding light erupted from the pages of the book, illuminating the chamber in a brilliant, almost blinding radiance. When Eliza's vision cleared, she found herself alone. The curse had been broken, the Cryptkeeper's spirit finally released from its spectral chains. As she emerged from the mausoleum, a profound stillness settled over the forest. The mist that had enshrouded Ravensbrook began to lift, revealing a town no longer haunted by fear. Word of Eliza's bravery spread like wildfire, and the legend of the Cryptkeeper transformed into a tale of triumph over darkness. From that day forth, Ravensbrook thrived, its people living free from the shadow that had hung over them for centuries. Eliza's name became synonymous with courage and hope, her story echoing through the generations. In the heart of the forest, the mausoleum stood empty, a silent testament to a bygone era. The Cryptkeeper's spirit had found its peace, forever grateful to the intrepid soul who had set him free. And so the tale of Ravensbrook and the Cryptkeeper's curse lived on, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a glimmer of light.